What is up, guys? Coop here, and today we're going to be looking at how to build Fane. So Fane can actually be built a variety of different ways. He's actually one of the most viable characters in the game. Now, previously when I built him, I had him as a rogue in mind, and all that, but actually I'm going to be showing you guys a variety of different builds you can do with him. Keep in mind, I am trying to update all my different origin characters. A lot has changed. Some of them have not really changed at all, but I still think it's good to just, in general, update all these. So, let's look at Fane and his racials. He has the Play Dead racial. Super good. It's a good get out of free jail card. It's a good, hey, the going's getting tough, let's just play dead. Or, hey, I just really want to get out of combat. There's like too many good uses for Play Dead, which is just overall really nice. The next is Time Warp. This one's really good. It's a source-based ability, so keep in mind you won't get it during Fort Joy. But you target a character, and whenever this character ends its turn in combat, they immediately get a free turn. Super nice. I don't think it works with Fane specifically, but it's a good party goer thing. So make sure that they are in range, and then yeah, just do that, and that's really awesome because you get an extra turn. So keep in mind, this doesn't just work for your party members, it also works for any allies that you can have as well. So say like you have a partner who can turn into a dragon, click on them, give them Time Warp, they get to attack twice. So that's always super duper nice ability. Time Warp is actually one of the, I would say, best abilities, honestly. It used to be Origin characters got it, but now it looks like only Fane gets it. So, really nice. Undead. So, Undead is a little bit weird to build around. They heal off of poison rather than health, so that's very important. Don't use stuff like, for example, don't use cleric spells, don't use potions. Just avoid all of that. It's very important. Keep in mind also healing based characters can damage you as well, so like if you're versing a cleric, they might just like click a spell and then try to like heal you, and then it'll hurt, and they'll just be like, whoa. So it kind of changes how combat flows for you guys specifically. And next is the human racial, which gives you +2 bonus initiative and 5% crit. So utilizing all of these together, what could you build? Well, I built him recently as a knight, and the reason I built him as a knight was I felt it just fit the best. Later on I got some geomancy in here to give me a little bit more heals because, you know, obviously it's a weird healing based character, but the reason I did that is because you have the 5% crit, and then also whenever you put a point into two-hand, it increases your crit multiplier. So I was increasing my damage and increasing my crit, and also had a decent amount of crit. And then over time, I was putting in a few points into wits, which was increasing my crit even more. And then I also built himself as Lone Wolf, which right here. So it gave him more AP, more recovery AP, more health, more physical armor, more that, and doubles the points I put in. Except for Polymorph, doesn't work for Polymorph because that would just be too overpowered. But basically, I did that, and then I was getting, you know, double the amount of wits and whatnot. And that was helping me out like a crap ton. So that's one really good build to do. And then not to mention you have the Time Warp ability, so if you have like another person in melee combat or whatnot, you can also buff up them. Just that overall really fits well. So that's one way to build them. Another really awesome way to do it is Shadowblade. Now Shadowblade is one of my favorites to do with Fane, because you have the undead perk of lockpicking. So you can just lockpick anything in the game as long as you have the Thievery skill. You don't need lockpicks at all. So that's really nice. Also, a really good combo is having Play Dead and Chameleon Cloak. You can kind of cycle between these two based abilities to get out of combat. It gives you two combat escaping abilities. Super nice, and one's only one action point and one's free. You can't beat that. So you have two ways to get out of combat and be able to sneak around and get behind people. And then I have Backlash, which also gives me another way of getting out of combat. And then you have the Chicken Claw, which is another way of getting rid of somebody with a crowd control based ability. And then on top of that, you have Time Warp, so you can run over to another ally and have them just whoop on somebody that's near you. This is the full toolkit. It's such a great thing, and a lot of people were disliking that, and I was like, no, you guys don't understand the full build. So, you have an escape, another escape, an ability to help you out if the going gets tough and while everything else is on cooldown, a way of getting behind them as well as Chameleon Cloak, and then Chicken Claw, another CC based ability. Now, what type of talents can you build with him? Well, you can do Lone Wolf, which is always a good one. You can do Gorilla, just to sneak around, but Gorilla doesn't always work. You don't really get as much time with that. I always like Comeback Kid, because that gives you an alternative way to coming back, because it's a little hard to heal a rogue-based character as Fane. Another one that you can do is... you can always do Hothead. Hothead's really good, because it gives you 10% chance of crit and all that. Another one is Parry Master, because you're going to be dual wielding. I mean, you're a rogue, and you get 100% crit when you're backstabbing somebody, so it just makes sense. So you'll get 10% dodge, which is just really nice. But basically, you have a variety of different stuff. The Pawn's really good. So rogues have honestly the most talents that they can do. But that's specifically how you can kind of build around that. But now, would he be viable as a mage? Yeah, he's definitely viable as a mage, especially if you get Far Out Kid, or Far Out Man, which is right here. So you can increase your range by a crap ton, and what you can do is you can target people with Time Warp easier. If somebody comes up to try to beat you up, you can just play dead. You're an undead, so just get some Geomancy in there, which Wizard kind of already comes with. I would specifically change probably it to Contamination, or you do Poison Dart. Either one really works. So you have all these different things that you can do. And then specifically what I would do for this as well is the Savage one, because it gives magical skills crit equal to your crit chance, which you just got. So he's good as a mage, he's good as a fighter, he's good at everything. I mean, Fane is also really just awesome at all that. I just like playing him as a Shadowblade just because he gets the fevery things, but in general, you can really build him however you honestly want. I just wanted to make sure I updated everything for you guys. Be sure to look forward in the future. I have a variety of different updated builds that I'm going to be doing. I'm also doing a giant Let's Play through all of Fort Joy, and hopefully through Act 2 soon. I have up to 20 parts already recorded and saved. Just be sure to look that up. I'm doing actually a build with Fane as a two-handed warrior, and another one as Losei as a summoner. So be sure to check that out. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.